Alright, so hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Here tonight I've got the Browning High Wall 1885 and 454 Casull. Currently on this rifle I've got a Riton 4 to 26, I believe, or 6 to 26, 6 to 24 power, sorry. Um, it's a 6 to 24 power by 50, and it's a 1-inch tube, so doesn't have all that much elevation windage adjustment. I believe fully maxed out with the custom rounds that I'm running. I can get about 425 yards out of this before I run out of elevation adjustment. So I am working on doing an open sight setup for long range, or extreme long range. And the first part of that is what I've got here in this package. And from this, I've already taken a sneak peek at this before I decide to show you guys. But this is the way it's packaged, the way it came in the mail. And it is an MVA, or Montana Vintage Arms. And what's in this box is the front globe sight. So here we go, Montana Vintage Arms. It comes really nicely packaged, really clean and everything. Super nice. This is the main part of the whole deal right here. Is this front globe sight. And this front globe sight comes with a level. So, if you can see that through there. You see the level? And the color is a little off here, but anyways. This globe sight, it's got a dovetail to fit in the dovetail on the front of this rifle. So, right now it's just got a plain blade front sight, but we're going to drive that out at some point, and we're going to add this globe sight to it. And in this globe sight setup comes with a reticle card, or aperture card, if you want to call it that. And we've got different size reticles and different types of reticles for different ranges and that sort of thing, which is super cool. We just break these out of that steel, and they can be inserted into here, and they can replace that pin. So the way this works is this little piece up here slides out of the way, or turns out of the way, and then you can pull that reticle right out of there, and so you can change it. So it's a really cool piece with the level in the front. And from MVA, or Montana Vintage Arms, this is the number 113 globe sight with the spirit level. And then to go with that, I ordered a their Soul rear tank sight that's going to mount in the rear. And it has about, I want to say, it says it's 414 minutes of elevation adjustment and 88 minutes of windage adjustment. So we're going to be able to get this rifle way out there. It's going to be able to really get out there. But we're going to have some gunsmith work done for that to go for that to work out, because typically that scope mounts back here on the pistol grip and then stands up. And as you can see, this is not already drilled and tapped for that in this rifle stock. So I'm going to have to find me a good gunsmith that's capable of doing that and doing it correctly. Other than that, I'm removing the Riton scope, and I'm removing the tally rings and the tally scope, one-piece scope base, because I'm not going to be using it anymore for this rifle. Unfortunately, I mean, it's great. It's great, really high quality stuff, but as far as really getting the range out of this rifle that I want, this is really limiting to, like I said, about 400, 425 yards, somewhere in there, and then I run out of elevation adjustment. And for what I want this rifle to do, that's not anywhere close to where I want it to get to, because I'm going to try to attempt upwards of 1 mile shooting with this rifle, and using custom made projectiles and my own custom loading. So this Riton scope, though it is very nice and it's very clear and shoots really well, and I really like the reticle in it. I am actually going to probably end up selling the scope, and I don't know if I'll ever sell the mounts and stuff, because these mounts are kind of really specific to this type of rifle, and this type of rifle is kind of a rare thing to own. Not a lot of people are into the 1885 style rifle. Me personally, I've fallen in love with the falling block style and the 1885 high wall, and I hope to one day own many more of them. I hope that this is not my first and only rifle in that style. I hope that I get to own several of them, and hope that maybe I'll get into actually building them one day, because I just love the way the action works. It's just really simple and really, really strong, and really, really accurate. So with that being said, I just want to give you guys a little update and a little intro into my ULR setup for this rifle, and where it's going next. Yeah, it's just the next stage in the evolution of this rifle and where I'm taking it. A lot of people, some collectors would say that they would really hate to see me doing this with this rifle, because there are not very many of them, especially chambered in 454 Casull. It's a pretty rare of a rifle, I would say. I really couldn't accurately put a number on how many were produced, but I want to say like around 500, maybe 1,000 of these rifles exist in this chambering. Maybe less than that. But anyways, I just wanted to give a quick update on that, and we're going to start out with this first piece. I'm going to probably mount it myself, and then when they finally finish building my Soleil sight for this rifle, or Soul sight, however you pronounce it, I'm going to look into having somebody mount that for me, probably, because like I said, this rifle stock was not actually drilled and tapped for rear tank sights, so I'm probably going to have to look into having that done professionally. But we'll see what Montana Vintage Arms has in store, and we'll see what their solution is when they finish building the base for me and my rifle. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time on the next video. Bye-bye.